Hello and welcome to Light Waves by Todderbert. In front of us we have the Klarus XT11GT Pro V3. This is a high output, 18650 powered, ultimate control, dual switch tactical flashlight. You can find it selling at Amazon USA and Klarusstore.com for right around $89.95. Definitely a premium flashlight, doing quite a bit. So let's take a look. Klarus. Dude, looks serious. Yeah. Illustration of the flashlight there. Nice. Max, 3300 lumens. Battery, 4000 milliamp hour. Nice. So they've had about 3 iterations. The original, V2, V3. We're on the V3 right now. The ultimate control. Nice. IPX8 Waterproof. 2-meter submersible. Probably for 30 minutes. IPX, yep. And then we have our stainless steel bezel with brake beads. Nice. USB-C charging on board. And I think this here is talking about the switch. Yeah, ultimate control. Primary. And your auxiliary. On the back here, we got some QR codes. Instagram, Facebook, Klarus. And down here, if you have to get a hold of them, they got an email address, service, and their website. Cool. Took everything in the box. Let's see what we get in the box. We get the star of the show. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice here. The Klarus XT11GT Pro. Loving the finish on this thing. Beautiful. All right. What else we get in the box? We get a holster. Nice. Little hook here. You know, they didn't have to do that, but they did, which is fantastic. Charging cable, USB to USB-C. Standard variety. Little bag goodies here. We got a carry lanyard and an extra O-ring. Nice. They give us a little catalog. I'm not going to open it up. There's too many flashlights to go over, but you get the idea. I reviewed all these. So if you just search Klarus and Todderbert, you'll see it. I reviewed this here. Pretty awesome light. Okay, and then we get the manual, which we'll go over really quick. All right, let's see. Let's bring it into focus here. All right. English section. There you are. We have some specifications there. My thumb's in the way. Hopefully you could read that. What's in the box? Nice. What I just showed you. Compatible accessories. So they have some holsters and mounts. Pretty nice setup. Remote switches. Technical parameters. Specifications. Okay, there you go. You got turbo, high, medium, and low. Showing using the 18GT-40. That's their battery. You have turbo, high, medium, low, strobe, SOS beacon modes. Nice. And of course, you can run it on 2 123A batteries. There's your impact resistance. Same 1.2 meters there. Waterproof, IP60 or IPX8. And there you go. Turbo mode. Low mode. So it's cool. You can go access to turbo right away. And then you have low mode on auxiliary right away. So love that instant access. SOS mode, strobe mode. There's also a beacon mode in here. So you got remote switch installation if you buy that remote switch. There you are. Okay, and then here, it's pretty cool. It's got lockout, unlock mode. I'll show that to you. So you can lock the flashlight out electronically. It's a beautiful thing. It even locks out the tail switch. You know, some have lockouts, but only for the mode switch. So that's pretty nice. You got a battery charging indicator, a capacitor reminder. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So you got recharge reminder. It'll actually dim down. Yep. And over here, okay, we're almost done. Okay, it's just basic stuff. All right, good. Out of the way. Set that there. Okay, I'll zoom it on down. Go over dimensions. Okay, get these out of the way. All right, get up close and personal. Let's see if I get my color back. Got Iron Man here. All right, so for length, we have 5.5 inches or 140 millimeters. We have a head diameter of 1 3/8 of an inch or 35 millimeters. We have a tail diameter of 1 inch or 25 millimeters. The weight is around 121 grams, so not bad, and that's without the battery. The battery adds about 40 to 45 grams, depending on what type of battery you're using. But yeah, nice. So let's go ahead and do a size comparison real quick. We'll go over features. All right. Okay, what do I got handy? I have a single AA powered flashlight from Through Night Saber. Okay, we have an 18650 flat top. I do want to mention that the 18650 flat tops do not work in this flashlight. You have to have a protected button top. You need the extra length. It has springs on both sides, but you need extra length to reach them. So, something to keep in mind. You need to protect the button top. Here is a 21700 flat top. Again, just for size. And then I brought, I wouldn't really call it a serious competitor. It's just one of the other lights out there. This is a through-night Lynx. It's got the dual switch design, guarded tail, but this runs on a 21700 battery. A little different build quality, not as premium feeling, but this only costs $50 versus the 90. But there's definitely a difference in quality. But I'll just show you for size comparison. There's the, I get their name to show. There we go. Thanks. So you get an idea. Guess I gotta bring this up a little bit so you can see the full shot. There you are. Boom. Okay, cool. Get those out of the way. Let's go over features real quick of the XT11GT Pro. Love saying that 5 times fast. Yeah. Going to the front here, you can see it's got a stainless steel strike bezel with 3 ceramic beads for glass break. And this, yeah, it's reinforced all the way down past, the aluminum body here and down to the glass. So that's pretty nice. Speaking of, the glass is definitely has coatings, your anti-reflective coatings. You can see that there. It's got a purplish hue to it. So it's coated on both sides. We have our smooth reflector providing some great throw and excellent spill. You'll get to see that in the video I filmed outdoors. And going down there, our main LED there, it's only one LED. It's the high power Cree. That's the, or not, it's Cree, excuse me. It's a luminous SST70. And it's some letters here, WCS-H50. And then we have R4 and BA. So if those things mean something to you, great. 6500K color temperature and a CRI of 70. It's cool white, of course, that color temperature. And that, yeah, it's definitely a high rating. So let's go over to our body here. This is 6061 T6 aluminum alloy. Sweet. With an awesome military grade hard anodized finish, type 3. Looks gorgeous. I love it. Just amazing matte finish. The only other one I think that might be better is the Army Tech one, but that one feels kind of gritty. This one feels smooth, but looks really nice and matte. Great premium finish here. I love it. We do have a nice grip as well on our body. Nice horizontal lines. Now, this is very functional. It's grip. It's aggressive in the hand, but doesn't hurt. So this is great for either gloves or barehanded. So yeah, you like using that grip. I like it better than this through night. This through night, they got the spiral design. It doesn't feel like it grips. It feels like it just moves because it kind of has that turned effect. It's not the best grip. That's a better grip. So yeah, there's a difference out there. Grab that a little closer. All right. So what else we have going on in the flashlight? We have the USB-C charging port. Pop that open. Again, we're IPX8 Waterproof. And get that here on camera. There we are. Just a simple USB-C, 5 volt, 2 amp input. I noticed about a 1 amp charge rate on my battery, but my battery could have been, more than fully charged, more than halfway charged. So it could charge faster, but I noticed 1 amp. 1 amp's pretty fast though. There's our battery status LED right there off to the side, so it's kind of hard to remember where that's at. You got to kind of look for it. So if you're like holding it like this and hitting the light on, let's see, you're not going to see it. If I turn it, you can see it. Yeah, and that's even at low mode too. If I hit low mode, it's hard to do in one hand. There we go. Or holding it the way I'm holding it. Okay, so that's the battery status LED. I'll go ahead and just turn that off. All right, bring this back in, get our focus right. So you can see the name there. Sweet. The clip, it's short. It's functional, but it's not the best. I don't know if they could have done better, but is what it is. Back here, we have a guarded tail, so it won't turn on pressing on the table, so that's a nice thing. And it has 2 lanyard hook points right there. And of course, dual switch design there. So our battery cap, so we'll go ahead and undo this. Show you the included battery they give you. So you got a spring here, an internal spring. That's for shock absorption. There it is down there. I thought it was going to work with a flat top because usually flashlights with dual springs work better for that. But this one, nope. You have to use a protected button top. This is what they provide you. 10 amp discharge, 4,000 milliamp hour, nice. They're pushing the limits on battery technology, let me tell you. So here's a flat top, and to give you an idea for size, definitely is taller. So when I put the flat top in, it did not work. It shook around inside there and everything, so you got to use protect the button top. Okay, you get the idea. Let's put that back in there and show this thing works. Yep. Put this on camera, take my time. Okay, those threads are nice. I like that. Okay, make sure it's locked on, locked in place. Sweet. All right, so I think I covered most of the body. Yeah, everything else you'd think. So let's go ahead and talk about the switch design. So on the back here, we have a main switch, which is awesome. This gets you to turbo always on. It's always on. There's no mode memory. So when you tap this for momentary, it's turbo. Always. There's no momentary or anything else. It's always momentary turbo, and that's a good thing on a tactical flashlight. You don't want anything else. This is what you want. Momentary, and of course, click on, click off. Now, while it's on, of course, you can change it. And when it's on, use the auxiliary switch to change the mode. So it'll go down from here. So it's going to go down to high, then down to medium. You got to be deliberate with the switch, low, and then back up to high until you turn this off. That's all that. It's a pretty simple main switch right there. That's it in a nutshell. It's momentary or on, and then of course you can cycle. You can also do your strobe from here too as well if you wanted, but we'll show you strobe here in a second. So the auxiliary switch, this does everything. I mean, this is amazing. So let's go ahead and talk about the auxiliary switch. So single press for the main switch, like I mentioned, to cycle turbo, high, medium, low, like I showed you. So single press from off to access low mode, which is nice. So you have instant access to low. You don't have to hit the momentary. So if you just want low, you don't want to blind anybody. Just quick press this, and it brings up low from off. Now, if you wait 5 seconds and you tap it again, the light will go off, which is nice. So wait 5 seconds, tap it again, it goes off. Again, you have to be quick and deliberate with this. So if I miss it, it's just me operating it. So let's go ahead and we'll click it back on. Now, if you don't wait 5 seconds, you hit it again, it'll cycle up all the way to the highest setting, and then it should turn off because we're not clicked on. Of course, where the switch was on, of course, it would just be cycling. So that's how that works. So on, and then you can cycle it through the modes by tapping the auxiliary switch. So that's nice. So you don't have to hit the main switch at all if you want to use it more in a outdoors mode setting, camp mode. That's pretty nice. What else we can do from here? Quite a bit. So also from here, we can press and hold for strobe. So if you can't handle flashing lights, look away. So we're going to press and hold. Momentary strobe, let go. Under 3 seconds, you have momentary strobe. So if you want momentary flash, like you're signaling, that's how you do it. Now if you want to lock it on, you just hold it for 3 seconds, and then let go, and it's automatically locked on. Okay, single press, off. So that's how the strobe works. Nice. Now if you want to access the SOS and beacon modes, you double press from off. So from off, double press. We have SOS mode. Okay, and while it's in SOS mode, if you double press again, it'll go to beacon mode. So now we have a beacon flasher. Now I always think a light with a beacon flasher is a smart idea. Now the beacon and the SOS modes are 200 lumens. The beacon runs about 55 hours, and the SOS mode runs about 32 hours. That strobe mode is at the highest output, 3300 lumens, and they have a runtime of 4 hours. I'm guessing with some throttling, because it does get kind of hot, so don't try to use the strobe continuously for 4 hours, just in little bursts. But there you go, you get the idea. That's our beacon mode. Awesome. Go press off. Also, we have that lockout mode, which is triple press from off. So when the flashlight's off, triple press this switch to lock out the flashlight. So 1, 2, 3, and we get a confirmation. Oh wait, I just double pressed. Hello. Okay, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 2 light confirmation. That you know you've locked it out. And so if you hit the switch here, the main switch, nothing's going on. Hit this switch, nothing's going on. So you can put this in your pocket, and you don't have to worry about it going on, no matter what you're doing. So you have to quick 3 presses. So it's kind of hard to do in your pocket. So you have to be deliberate. 1, 2, 3. And now we're back on. So that's nice how that works. There's our lockout mode, and then quick press off. There you go. Okay, cool. So let's head to the garage where I took some pictures. Then we'll head outdoors where I took some video of this in action between 30 feet to 100 meters. It's pretty awesome. So heading to the garage, here I am, 15 feet away from the garage door, lights on turbo. This is 3,300 lumens. Expect a runtime of 2.5 hours. That of course includes throttling. I imagine it throttles down to 1,200 lumens, which is the high mode. Expect a total throw of 380 meters. Yes, this will reach out and touch someone for sure. Next, we're on high. This is 1,200 lumens. Expect a runtime of 4 hours on the high capacity battery. Sweet. And this has a throw of 260 meters. This might be a good mode to search around with as well. Okay, going to medium mode, this is 200 lumens. I find this a good walking mode. If I'm just walking down the street at night, you get a good reach. It's 15.5 hours of runtime and 110 meter throw. So definitely worthy of most case scenarios. And then now we're at low. This is 10 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 200 hours and a throw of 32 meters. I find low very capable in small quarters, small rooms. You don't need much. This is what you use, the low mode. Okay, let's head outdoors. We took some video of the flashlight in action again from 30 feet on upwards up to 100 meters. Okay, I'm outside with the Klarus XT11GT Pro, going to 3,300 lumens with a throw of 380 meters. Archway is 30 feet. Tree to the left there is 40 feet. Tree behind the archway is 50 feet. Tree down range there is 100 feet. And then going further, there is a gazebo. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. It may or may not. We have a little bit of light, smoke pollution, I mean. So we have a gazebo down there, 100 meters. Stop signs 100 meters. Some mailboxes down there, 100 meters. Our sidewalk. Bringing it on down. You can see we do have some nice edge-to-edge spill. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that outdoor video. Amazing. Gotta love that downrange capability. So let's do a quick desktop demo. Have light on low, turn lights off. Give you an idea of the beam pattern up close and personal. Okay, you got that cool white. It's LED before my camera adjusts. So you got your edge spill, spot, edge spill. There you go, you get the idea. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead, go through the modes here, and just see, let's go ahead and turn that off. Okay, let's go ahead and go through the modes here. So we'll go low, medium, high, and turbo. So that's aiming up at the ceiling there. Hopefully you're getting a general idea. There's turbo. Okay, off. There's low. Being deliberate, gotta be quick presses. There you go. Low, medium, high, turbo. Turbo going to the side, 90 degrees. Yeah, it washes everything out of the table for sure. Now we have our RFI test, because we're a radio channel first. Oh yeah, let's bring this in.
To win. Sports Center All Night ESPN Radio and the all-new ESPN app, Sirius XM Channel 80. I'm Chris Burnett. LeBron brings his talents back to the Eastern Conference and settles.
So there you go. No RFI on this light. Yeah, you don't have to be right next to it either because it does have this throw, which is amazing. You only need the low mode. You don't have to go any higher, otherwise you might melt your radio. So, cool. All right, let's turn the lights on. Do final thoughts. All right. Let's turn it off. Alright, zooming on down. Rock and roll. Get my lights on here. Iron Man, yeah. Always gets that back into normal. Alright. So likes. We'd like to go over this dislikes and final opinion. So I like the electronic lockout. Amazing. The body finish. Just love that finish there. And hopefully the camera's picking it up nicely. Yeah, it's a really nice finish. The grip. Loving that grip there. Like I mentioned, it's just done right. Build quality, premium. Excellent beam pattern, provided by a nice smooth bezel. Bezel. Reflector. You know what I meant. Throw. Strike bezel. Ceramic beads there. Stainless steel. Yeah. That's business. That's serious. It's a pretty cool setup. I like that. High capacity battery in there. All modes available while charging. I think I might have missed that, but maybe I'll have a pop up in the video. But yeah, when you're charging this flashlight, all modes are available to you, which is nice and very handy. Strobe and everything is available to you while you're charging it, so that's a good thing. I like the quick access to turbo, about one touch here, and quick access to low with one touch of the button there. That's a really handy feature. Gotta love that. Oh, I didn't wait long enough. You gotta wait 5 seconds before you can turn it off. There we go. And dislikes and wants. Well, I'll tell you what. I wish this battery status LED, which is located right there, was in a different location. Like, I don't know if you hold it, like it'd be like right, center here. Like I've seen it before, like somewhere like it's real visible, like right in this area. But on an angled part of it, it's on an angled part, so it's like pointing that way. See that? It's right here. So it's pointing like a different direction. So it's hard to see it. Like if you're looking at like here, you're not going to see it until you turn it. You see how that kind of disappears on you? Yeah, I wish that was a different location. That's what it is. And I wish this had a high or a medium high mode. Give you about, between 500 and 600 lumens, right in between, because you get a 1200 high and you got 200 lumen medium. It'd kind of be nice to have a happy medium between that. So a high medium or medium high, whatever you want to call it. That'd be nice. So if Klarus, you're watching, rock on. And overall, the XT11GT Pro V3 is a premium tactical flashlight for those who need immediate high-intensity illumination. Yeah. It's a go-to light for law enforcement and those that need a light for long range. So this definitely gets a thumbs up from Todderbert. It's a rockin' flashlight. You can't beat these. These are amazing. Yeah, get one, find out. You'll love it. It's got to train with the buttons a little bit. Like I said, that auxiliary switch is definitely... very deliberate. You have to be very deliberate, quicks to turn it on. So, something to keep in mind. But using the tail is easy. Momentary. Love how it's nice and quiet, and you have your turbo right away. So if you're searching for things, you'll find it. Alrighty, but yeah, there we are. That's my opinion on it. So hope you enjoyed the video of the Klarus XT11GT Pro version 3. It's awesome. If you like this flashlight, give it a big like. You guys are the best. 2, if you like Klarus products and want to see more, hit subscribe at the bell icon, get notified of future reviews. And 3, comment down below what you think about the Klarus XT11GT Pro V3. What do you add to your stable of flashlights? Do you find a use case for something like this? Does it fill the need? Yeah, I like this. Guarded. Won't turn on. By tapping it. That's just a nice setup. Won't tail stand, but at least it won't engage that tail. And that auxiliary is pretty, you have to really know, you have to really be pressing that to get that to go. So that won't actuate easy in the pocket either. So that's nice. They did it that way. So tell me what you think. All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.